Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to learn the difference between random error and a systematic error. Question arises, what is basically an error? The difference between measured value and true or accurate value is called error. So just like the value of g, that is true value 9.8 meter per second square, and if we are going to measure 9.6 meter per second square, so it means that there is an error of 0.2 meter per second square. So simply the difference between measured value and the accurate value is called an error. So the first point of difference between the random error and the systematic error. Random error is occurred due to uncertain changes in the environment, just like the humidity that we are going to measure it gradually. It is going to change day by within the same day, within the 12 hour, within the 24 hour. Likewise, this type of error that can be arises due to any cause. There is no particular cause. Okay. While if you talk about the systematic error, this is restricted to the instrument. It is occurred due to incorrect calibration in instrument, just like the vernier caliper we have designed and the calibration we haven't marked properly. Likewise, we have the meter rule and the calibration that we have marked that is not accurate, so this type of error can arise. Now we are going to talk about the second point of difference between the random error and the systematic error. The random error fluctuates every time in the measurement, just like we have measured the first time the value of g, so it might be more than that, the 9.8, it might be less than that, and the amount of error that does not remain fixed. While if we do talk about the error, we do clearly view that instrumental error that remains constant for all the measurement, just like if we do have the single vernier caliper, if it is having the error of 0.02 centimeter, so it remains the same until and unless we do not create further fault in it. And if we do talk about any other instrument or any other vernier caliper, so it might have different amount of error, but for the particular instrument that remains fixed or same. Now the third point of difference, that is it occurs in both direction, means random error can be occurred in both direction. What does it mean by this? It might be measured as more than that of actual value, or it might be measured as less than that of actual value. While if you talk about the systematic error, it is having the same direction, although it is having the two types, the positive zero error and the negative zero error, but for a particular or a single instrument it remains in the same direction. Likewise, positive zero error, we are going to subtract it for the accurate measurement, and for the negative zero error we are going to add that amount for accurate measurement, but for a single instrument it remains same. Random error can be reduced by taking several readings and calculating the average or the mean from the repeated reading. More simply, what we can do, first we will take the average and then find out the deviation of each reading from this average, and then mean of deviation that will measure the random error in the calculation. While in the systematic error, we can improve it or we can reduce it by doing the zero correction or by improving the apparatus structure. Means if it is having the poor calibration or the calibration is not right, so we can correct it by improving its structure, and by zero correction means just like the positive zero error we do have, then we do reduce that amount or subtract that amount, and for the negative zero error we are going to add that amount.